Well, good afternoon, everybody. Noah has been asking, he's been over last weekend and again this weekend to get Archie out, but he'd eaten and I couldn't last time, so I promised him that I would get him out, and I thought I would let you all see Archie as well today. He's doing really well. In terms of handling Archie, I generally only really handle him that couple of days before I'm going to feed him. Otherwise, I'm just pretty much leaving him be. Well, you're holding your tail out there, dude. But, you know, he seems to be doing really well. He is great at eating. It takes him a little while because he's in his paper towel holder. That's where he seems to be keeping himself. He's staying over on the warm side, though he's obviously coming out overnight and making his little messes and no doubt having a little bit of an explore. But of course I'm not seeing him because whenever I seem to come down and have a look, he's gone back into his tube. And of course, yes, there's Jet Spark for you. So I thought, just while even though Noah's moving and the camera has to refocus for a second, there he is, looking gorgeous, and I'll try and get close up so you can see those beautiful eyes, blue eyes. I think that's the beautiful thing about them, although, you know, I just love their colour and their markings. They're just, I don't know what I can say about them. You know, at this age, their scales are as smooth, and then, you know, they get older and you start to feel that rough, you know, those keeled scales, I guess you could say, as I try and follow Noah here. But let's check you out, Archie. How you doing? Settling in well, aren't you? You're a good boy. He really is. He's a very well behaved rough scale python.
I kept whinging to Nan, oh, I want a spotted, I want a jungle jag, or I want this. That was my first ever snake. And then as soon as we went to get him, there was a girl and a boy, and he's the boy, and there was a girl there. And they were brother and sister, came from the same mother and everything. And it just, they both were the same, exactly the same, but one didn't have as much darker eyes. And then when I held the boy, he was just lovely, so I said get him. And then I said, I don't know if I want a jungle jag or a spotted for my first snake. I want this one.
So Noah has just absolutely fallen in love with Archie, and I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that he's just a little boy, or Archie's a little one and they're so cute and beautiful. I just think Noah also admires the beauty of them and what they are as well. So, you know, who knows?
Don't spoil the dog.
I think that at some stage Noah may end up with one, even though they say that rough scales are certainly not a beginner's snake. You know, I think that just depends on, how do you say it, on the snake too, because I think that comes with the fact that their reputation is that they are bitey and all the rest of it. But Archie's proving that little myth to be not so true. So anyway, let's I have to clean out his enclosure now and freshen that all up and give him some fresh water as well, and then he can go back to, of course, resting and taking it easy. Can't you, darling? And of course I'll put in a little video of Jack and where we're up to with him as well. Hi everybody. Yep, little Miss Myah. And little Miss Myah, like I said, with these lights, you can't see, but my girl has a little pink belly happening, don't you? Hey? But even going into shed, breeding season, it just doesn't make any difference to them. Breeding just supersedes everything. And I know I've said a lot about eating, but that's one of the main things that can be an absolute no on their to-do list. So yeah, my Myah is not eating at the moment at all. I'll put her around me because Myah's pretty good and pretty easy to snuggle, snuggle, snuggle. Hey, and you can warm up because her light went out. Probably, I don't know, I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning and her light was on, so it's between 3 and 6 o'clock, out it went. So and that's what bulbs do. They just can die in the butt, and quite frequently, and it's one thing I hate about them, I think, and why I like heat panels. I did buy a heat mat actually today because it was on special. When I say on special, it was $5 less than what it would normally be, and I was actually thinking about switching it up and putting the heat mat in under her enclosure, not in her enclosure, and maybe she would like that. But then I've got the ambient temperatures across a whole enclosure to consider, but I may need that heat mat for another one, so didn't matter, I still got it. So I don't want to talk about anything specifically. Updating you on Sia. Yeah, she's not good at all, and I noticed when I got her out, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but no, I don't think I have. I got her out a couple of nights ago, and I noticed probably in about this area of her body she has a lump and a solid mass sitting there. So a million thoughts were going back through my brain again, and yeah, she's going to the vet this week, so, and I don't expect to bring her home, to be perfectly honest with you all, which I always am honest with you. I was watching a live stream today and people saying that we don't know everything. We can't claim to know everything. And we don't know everything. Do we, Myah? The point is to educate yourself. But I don't care what anybody says. And I've done a video, which I haven't put up, about care sheets. And I'm not saying they're useless, and don't bother with them, because they do give you the basics of how to care for your snakes. But it's your snakes themselves personally that will teach you so much about them, because you cannot stick them all in to the one box as these are spotteds and this is how it is, and these are coastals and this is the way it is, and so on. They are so individual, with individual personalities and temperaments and eating habits. For example, heat, even heat is variable. There might only be by a couple of degrees one way or the other, but just because one snake likes 31, you could see a species, the same species, that avoids the hot side because 31 is just way too hot. So you adjust for that snake and their particular needs, don't we, Myah? Hey? And she's like, yes, and I could really do with a little bit bigger enclosure, Mum. So we're going to have to look into that, darling, I think, for you. Because Apani needs one, Myah needs one, and Tessa needs one. And for now, yours is sufficient, I think. But before I kind of finish this, I wanted to stop and say thank you to everybody who has sent their love and support to me over this past week. And I'm not going to say to you that it's still not tough. And even though it's getting better and better with every day, and some days are better than others, and I'm keeping myself busy, and I am spending a lot of time with each of my snakes every day, so it keeps myself occupied, doing things. And of course with my new arrivals, they're keeping me busy as well. But picking up the camera is important to me as anything else in my life these days. And being able to reach out to so many people, and those people be able to reach out to me, and I hope that I'm able to help people when they're worrying, or they're hurting, or they're upset with things going on for them, because I am here. And I know that all of you have been too. And that's what makes not just the community that is reptiles, but all different communities, crafters, self-help, feel-good videos, people that just vlog and have something they want to show and share with you, to all different types of animals. Amazing people. But there's one special person that I want to say a massive thank you to. There's a few, but one person in particular, that if it hadn't have been for this one person, I wouldn't have been able to give Jack the opportunity to have the surgery, but this person was kind and generous. And just wanted to help. I will be forever grateful, and I know this person was gutted, and not because of his generosity to help with the cost, but because it was Jack as well. And I know many others were. So, but a big thank you, and you know who you are. Lots of wonderful people here on YouTube. And I don't know one person that I can fault in any way, shape or form, that I watch or who watch me. So the next time when you have somebody gives you a bit of a hard time, remember, really the good outweighs the bad. In the end, I think anyway. So Myah, you okay? Just hanging with Mum today for a little while? So guys, take care of yourself, your family, your friends, your snakes, and all your animals. Ciao.